Good day everyone. Good day Ma'am Janaline. I am Ms. Rowena Artisano and my topic is all about cookery. Okay, let's define first what is cookery. Cookery is a chemical process, the mixing of ingredients, the application and withdrawal of heat, decision making, technical knowledge, and manipulative skills. In the more advanced stages, a further element occurs, that of creativity. Cookery is considered to be both an art and technology. Mise en place. It is a French culinary term that means everything in its place. This culinary term refers to purchasing, preparing, and pre-measuring all the ingredients necessary for a dish before you start cooking. So, we are familiar with mise en place. Example, mag-prepare tayo ng mga materials or mga raw materials na gagamitin natin. So, that's what we call mise en place. Next is kitchen utensils. As you can see in the pictures, we have the wooden spoon, thermos, potato masher, napkin, garlic crusher, chopsticks, wok, stick hammer, pizza cutter, mortar, deep fryer, cake slicer, whisk, spatula, perforated spoon, measuring cup, corkscrew, butter knife, tongs, sieve, pepper mill, ladle, colander, bottle opener, toaster, rolling pin, oven gloves, scissors, cleaver, and cup. So those are the kitchen utensils that we commonly see when we are in kitchen. So these are the basic kitchen hand tools and utensils. First one, we have the measuring cup. It is used primarily to measure the volume of liquid or bulk solid cooking ingredients such as flour and sugar, especially for volumes from about 50 ml, approximately 2 ounces upwards. Next is measuring spoons. It is used to measure an amount of an ingredient, either liquid or dry, when cooking. Okay, measuring spoons may be made of plastic, metal, and other materials. They are available in many sizes, including the teaspoon and tablespoon. So we use measuring spoon to make sure that the amount that we measure is accurate when we are cooking. So that yung panlasa niya ay sakto talaga, hindi siya maalat, hindi siya matamis, sakto lang kung ano talaga yung gusto mong lasa or outcome na niluluto mo. Next is colander. It is used to strain food such as pasta or to rinse vegetables. The perforated nature of the colander allows liquid to drain through while retaining the solids inside. It is sometimes also called a pasta strainer or kitchen sieve. So when you are cooking pasta, like magawa kaya spaghetti, so yan yung ginagamit nyo sa laan, yung colander. Next is whisk. Used to blend ingredients smooth or to incorporate air into a mixture in a process known as whisking or whipping. Most whisks consist of a long, narrow handle with a series of warp plugs joined at the end. Next, grater. Grater is usually made from metal with sharp perforations or protrusions used to shred food. Graters come in various sizes. Okay, so pwede siyang panghiwa ng cheese or vegetables. Pwede siya gamitin dyan. Then, next is wooden spoon. Used for stirring sauces and for mixing ingredients in cooking. So, it is made of wood and has a long handle. So, usually, ginagamit ito ng mga chef para hindi magkaroon ng chemical reaction yung niluluto. Based on my experience sa food processing, yung gumagawa kami ng jam, what we use is the wooden spoon para hindi siya magkaroon ng chemical reaction, hindi mag-discolor yung jam namin. Okay, next is tongs. Tongs A tool used to grip and lift objects instead of holding them directly with hands. Next is cutting board or chopping board. It is an essential kitchen tool used for cutting, chopping, dicing, and mincing veggies, fruits, and meat in a hygienic manner. Next is peeler, a distinct type of kitchen knife consisting of a metal blade with a slot with a sharp edge attached to the handle, used to remove the outer layer of some vegetables such as potatoes, broccoli, stalks, and carrots, in fruits such as apples and pears. Next is spatula, a kitchen utensil you can use to mix, scrape, flip, or spread ingredients. Next is rolling pin. You can usually see this in a bakery. Yung pang flat nila ng dough. Yeah, yan. Cylindrical food preparation utensil used to shape and flatten dough. Two styles of rolling pin are found: rollers and rods. Next is knife. So a knife is a utensil that has a handle and blade that may or may not be shaped edge. So usually talaga yung use ng knife is to cut. Cut siya ng vegetables, pwede fruits, and also meat. Siya yung use niya. Next is ladle, a type of kitchen tool used for soup, stew, or other foods. The handle is used for lifting liquid out of a pot or other vessel and conveying it to a bowl. Next is spoon. Okay, we're familiar with this because every day we're using spoon when we eat our meal. A utensil consisting of a shallow bowl over or round at the end of handle. So in food preparation, the spoon is used to measure, mix, stir, and toss ingredients, and for serving food. Next is garlic press. It is also known as garlic crusher. So it is a utensil to crush garlic cloves efficiently by forcing them through a grid of small holes, usually with some type of piston. Okay. Next we have kitchen shears, used for snipping herbs, cutting open food packaging, and breaking down poultry. Next is chister, a utensil for obtaining zest from lemons and other citrus fruits. So kitchen zester is approximately 4 inches, 100 millimeter long. So next is sieve, salaan. It is a utensil consisting of a wire or a plastic mesh held in a frame. So yan pag sala kayo ng gata ng coconut, or meron kayong isasalang mga liquid or other pa na mga kailangan isala, form of liquid. So yan yung gagamitin yung sieve. Next is lemon squeezer. So it is used, of course, to extract juice from lemons or other citrus fruit like oranges, grapefruit, or lime. Next is sheet pan. It is also referred as baking tray. So a baking sheet or baking pan is a flat rectangular metal pan placed in an oven and used for baking pastries such as bread rolls, cookies, sheet cakes, Swiss rolls, and pizzas. Next is cleaver. Cleaver can be thick and heavy vegetables like different varieties of squash and root vegetables. So yan siya malaking, klase pa din yan siya ng knife, pero malaki siya. So intended siya yun sa mga makakapal or malalaking vegetables, yan, para madali siya mahiwa. So it can be used for pounding, mincing, dicing, and slicing of a variety of other foods. Next is wok, commonly used for stir frying, but because of its unique design, it has several other potential uses as well. It's because, diba, deep siya, so pwede din siya lagyan ng water. For example, you will boil foods or filled with oil for deep frying. Next is cooking pot. Can be used to cook various types of foods such as soups or pasta. Pots in particular are often used to prepare a food with high liquid content such as soups, sauces, or stocks. Next is cooking pan. A cooking pan, the one that has a long handle and more shallow than pots. So they are used for high heat cooking methods like sauteing, frying, sharing, and reducing. Usually pag magpiprito tayo, then nagigisa, yan ginagamit natin is cooking pan. So we have here the common types of kitchen knives. So we have chef's knife, santoko, the paring, the butter knife, fruits and veggies knife, bread knife, carving knife, cleaver, yung diniscuss natin earlier, and then boning. So we have also here the cooking equipment such as range, the oven, griddle, steamer, salamander, um, so, sous vide equipment, char grill, and deep fryer. Next, of course, when we cook, we have to wear our PPE, our personal protective equipment. So what are they? So we have to use hat, shoes, working clothes, gloves, apron, and mask if necessary. So as you can see, we have here the cooking measurement conversations. From teaspoon and tablespoon measures, we also have metric volume conversations. Okay. So now we will tackle about what is stocks. Okay? Stocks are among the most basic preparation found in professional kitchen. So it is referred to in French as fins de cuisine. So it is the foundation of cooking. So it is flavorful liquid prepared by simmering meaty bones from meat or poultry, seafood, and or vegetables in water with aromatics until their flavor, aroma, color, and body and nutritive values are extracted. It is a clear, thin liquid flavored by soluble substances extracted from meat, poultry, and fish, their bones, and from vegetables and seasonings. So here are the classification of stocks. First, we have the chicken stock. So of course, it is made from chicken bones. The white stock, it is made from beef or veal bones. When we say brown stock, it is made from beef or veal bones that have been browned in an oven. Next, we have fish stock made from fish bones and trimming left over after filleting. Last one, we have vegetable stock. It is made from onion, garlic, celery leek, carrots, mushrooms, herbs, and water. Of course, it is made from different kinds of vegetables. Next, we have soups. Soup is food that is made by combining ingredients such as meat and vegetables in stock or hot or boiling water until the flavor is extracted, forming a broth. So the classification of soup, we have the clear soup and thick soup. Okay, clear soup. So these are soups that are based on a clear and thickened broth or stock. Yan, broth and boilo. The thick soup, of course, hindi siya kagaya ng clear soup. So, these are thick soups which are opaque rather than transparent. So, yan, medyo sticky na siya. Biscuits, example of thick soup. So, these are the thickened made from shellfish. Next is chowder. These are hearty American soups made from fish, shellfish, and or vegetables. Okay, so let's go to vegetables. So when we say vegetables, any part of an herbaceous plant that can be eaten either raw or cooked. So that's it. Vegetables are served in various forms such as accompaniments, within garnishes, salads, hors d'oeuvres, washes, curries, raitas, etc. The vegetarian cooking demands a good knowledge and the principles of cookery and high degree of skill. So we also have here the effect of cooking on vegetables. So vegetable should be cooked for various reasons. So what are these reasons? To improve their palatability and digestibility. Okay, so certain changes occur during cooking. Cellulose, the flavor and pigments. So we have here the bouquet garni. It is a combination of fresh herbs and vegetables such as carrots, leeks, celery, thyme, and parsley stems that are tied in a bundle with butcher's twine. So ito yun siya yung pampabango mga herbs siya. Ano siya yung bouquet siya yung ano niya, yung form niya. So pag nilagay niya siya sa food, of course mabango yung food. So we have the basic knife cut. First one we have chopping. It is done with a straight downward cutting motion. Okay. Next we have chiffonade or shredding. So making very fine parallel cuts. Next we have dicing, producing cubed shapes. Next, mincing, producing very fine cut, usually for onions and garlic. So, usually, magmi-mincing tayo ng garlic when we cook pasta, ganyan, para hindi siya klaro yung slice ng garlic. Next, we have julienne and bâtonnet. So, making a long rectangular cut. Next, we have paysan or fernieri. Okay, making curve or uneven cuts of the same thickness. We have rondelle, making cylindrical cut. Next, bias, making diagonal cut. So we will go to the types of cooking. So we have two types of cooking, which are the dry heat cookery method and the moist heat cookery method. So we will know first what is dry heat cooking method. So it is a type of cooking in which the food are cooked which does not use water and the food is left dry and heat is applied to cook the food. So example of this is baking, steaming, grilling, and roasting. When we say moist heat cookery methods, they use liquid as a medium to cook the food. Okay, such medium could be water or coconut cream or oil. And these liquids are added to the food before heat is applied to it, or sometimes it is applied to the liquid before the food is added into the cooking utensils to be cooked. So example of this includes boiling, stewing, shallow frying, deep frying, barbecuing, and basting. So we also have combination method, the braising, microwave cooking, and solar cooking. So here are the ways of cooking vegetables. First, we have the boiling. So usually binoboil natin yung okra. So vegetables are drained as soon as they are cooked and then cooled quickly under cold water to prevent overcooking from the residual heat. They are reheating quickly by sauteing in butter or other fats. Seasonings and sauces are added at this stage. Next is sauteing and pan frying. So both methods may be used to complete cooking or pre-cook or blanch vegetables. Also used for complete cooking of raw vegetables. Next is braising. The blanched or raw vegetable is placed in the pan, then liquid is added. Okay, for example, pwede siyang i-add yung stock, water, or wine to cover vegetable, then cook slowly. Next is baking. Okay. Baking, it is cooking starchy vegetables using heat of the oven rather than range top. Starchy vegetables unbaked because the dry heat produces a desirable texture. Next, we have deep frying. Vegetables large enough to coat with breading or butter may be fried. Quick cooking vegetables can be fried raw. So some may be pre-cooked by simmering or steaming briefly to reduce the cooking time in frying. So yun, niluluto siya agad before siya i-deep fry para hindi na siya mag-consume ng more time sa deep frying. So ipa-crispy lang siya. Okay. So, do you know what is mirepoix? Mirepoix is a mixture of diced vegetables cooked with fat for a long time on low heat without coloring or browning. So the ingredients are not suited or otherwise hard cooked because the intention is to sweeten rather than caramelize them. Okay, we're done with vegetables, so we will go to eggs. So eggs belong to the meat group. So yung nutrient contents niya are protein, fat, vitamins A, B, D, and K, and also iron. So 2 large eggs is equal a serving. Each egg contains approximately 80 calories. So egg storage. Okay, when you store egg on a refrigerator, so it should be consumed before 5 weeks. So 4 to 5 weeks lang siya. Store in original carton with the blank side up and do not wash until ready to use. Okay. So we have here different ways in cooking the egg. So an egg fried on one side only. Pag one side lang, so ang tawag dyan is sunny side up. Next, we have basted egg, an egg fried on one side with hot grease spooned over the top. Next, we have over hard, an egg fried on both sides with a hard yolk. Pouch eggs, so the raw egg cooked in hot water or in an egg poucher. Next, we have shirred eggs, the raw egg baked in the oven. Scrambled eggs, so usually ito yung kinds of cooking na nagawa natin at home. So, scrambled, nilagyan natin ng tomatoes, yung garlic, onions, ganyan. Scrambled lang siya. Egg ang milk mixture cooked in a hot pan. Gently move mixture as it cooks. Yan. Next is egg mixture. Brought to center of pan and cook until all egg mixture on the edges is cooked. Fold in half and serve. So that's what we call omelette. Okay? Omelette. Social. Next is eggnog. Drink made using raw eggs. So that's what we call eggnog. Next is soft cooked egg. So whole egg cooked in simmering water from 3 to 5 minutes. So hindi masyadong luto yung egg. Soft cooked egg. Yan. 3 to 5 minutes na. When we say hard cooked egg, so the whole egg cooked in simmering water for 20 minutes. Okay. Twitchy. We have egg and cheese mixture baked in a pastry shell. Next is souffle. Egg and white sauce mixture placed in a dish and bake. Next we have custard, egg and milk mixture baked in custard cups. Next is egg salad. Chopped hard cooked eggs blended with mayonnaise. Next, egg fouillon. Fried eggs and bean sprouts. the egg benedict, we have the poached egg on an egg English muffin topped with sauce. Okay, so cookery of fish introduction. So, doon na tayo sa fish cookery. Fish provides made attractive and satisfying dishes. Fish is a high protein food. Of course, we agree. Every day, kumakain tayo ng fish. Okay, because we get protein from this food. Okay, a fish provide more than more than 5 gram of protein of edible ounce, and a fish that has fat is superior to lean fish. Okay, we have here different cuts of fish. Next is fillet. First one is fillet. Fillets debone long, flat pieces of fish without skin. Next we have pulpate. The fillet of fish is laid flat on the table. Stuffing is spread on it. Then it is rolled up tied with a string to keep the shape. Next is supreme, large fillets of fish cut on a slant of a large round or flat fish. Next is gougeons and gougenettes. So strips approximately 8 cm long by 1 cm wide cut from the fillets of fish. Okay, gougenettes are cut smaller and are made used as a garnish. Next is mayonnaise. Okay, fan frying of fish finished with butter, noisette, chopped parsley, and lemon juice. Next is torch corn. It is a thick piece of fish, 4 to 5 cm thick, cut on the bone from a flat fish like the turbot. It is a fish cutlet or steak with bone. Next we have darnie. A piece of fish cut across and through the bone of a large whole round fish such as which is 2 to 3 thick. Okay, yan, yung cut na yan usually sa mga salmon fish. Yan. Next is mignon, fillet of fish folded as a cornet, triangular fold as for peeping bag. So we have different ways in cooking fish. First we have baking. Whole fish and fish portions can be cooked in an oven. It is not practical to prepare whole large fish in volume food service. Okay. Cooking methods can be combined like broiling and then finishing in the oven. Baked fish is often referred to as roasted. Next, we have moist baking or braising. A fish is baked with moist ingredients or with liquids. Strictly speaking, is not baking. Okay, in French cooking, baking fish with liquid is called braising, but we often call it baking. Next, broiling and grilling. Broiling and grilling are increasingly popular, wherein customers perceive them as healthy. Okay, varying process, vegetable accompanied and garnishes many selections can be offered. Yan, pwede siya crisp, browned, or grill marks or fish. Surface is important to the appeal of the fish. Sauteing and pan frying. Okay, the fish is dredged in seasoned flour and sauteed in clarified butter. Okay, other sauteed fish preparations call for the standard breeding procedure. Deep frying. Yan, is submerge yung fish sa cooking oil. Next, we have poaching and simmering. Poaching is cooking in a liquid at a very low heat. So, shallow poaching, fish is not fully submerged in a small amount of liquid. When we see poaching and simmering in court bouillon, so submersion method, fish is fully submerged in liquid. When see court bouillon is defined as water containing seasonings, herbs, and usually an acid or a short broth in French. The liquid is not used for sauce. Okay. Next, we have steaming and mixed cooking methods. So we have here the cooking in papillote. So they cook in the use of paper papilote. Pero yung paper na yun is intended for cooking. So, okay lang siya. The stove-top steaming, compartment steaming. Yan. So, cooking shellfish. So, shellfish like shrimps, crabs, lobsters, and clams required only short cooking time. Cooking should be done in the time to avoid loss of moisture, flavor, and nutritive value. Pag seafoods kasi madali lang siyang maluto. Iba nga is they eat them as raw foods. Kilawin. Okay, shellfish allergy. So you can see in the picture yan. Squid, octopus. Shellfish allergy is an immune hypersensitivity to proteins found in shellfish. So that allergens was called tropomyosin. A major allergens it can be found in the muscle protein of shellfish, which are responsible for causing the allergic reaction. Okay, since we are done with the fish, the shellfish, let's go to the poultry. When we say poultry refers to several kinds of fowl that are used as food, and the term includes chicken, turkey, duck, pigeon, and quail. Okay. Domestic poultry classes and characteristics. So, chicken. Rock Cornish game hen, 5 to 6 weeks. Young chicken, very tender and delicate. So why I include this on my reports? Because when we cook, of course, chicken, we must know what are the chickens that we have to buy, or we have to choose which is suitable on the occasions that we have, or kung ano man yung choice natin na lulutuin. So, dapat aware tayo kung ano yung mga klase ng chicken. Okay. So, broiler or fryer. These are the 9 to 12 weeks chicken. These are the young chicken or either sex. Tender flesh and flexible cartilage, smooth skin. So, ito yung usually binabay natin sa market. Yung dinidip fry natin na yung paa ng manok, yung wings ng manok. So, yan siya yung nasa market. Next is roaster, 3 to 5 months. Young chicken of either sex, tender flesh, and smooth chicken, but less flexible cartilage. Next is kapun, under 8 months. Castrated male chicken. Next is hen or fowl, over 10 months siya, so mature female. Next is the cock or rooster, so over 10 months mature male chicken. Okay, so we have here the jumbo broiler. When we say jumbo broiler, this is a large chicken about 4 kg dress weight, which are on sale especially during Christmas holiday. Usually, ginagawa nilang manok na nakaupo, yung niluluto na sa Noche Buena, that was jumbo broiler. So, market forms of poultry. We have live poultry. Live poultry should be healthy, alert, and well-feedered. Avoid poultry which have rashes, blisters, and broken bones. Of course, in choosing quality poultry, so we have to take note that the poultry should be free from brushes, blisters, and broken bones. Next is whole poultry. Though not alive, Hindi na siya buhay. The criteria for selecting live poultry also apply to whole poultry. So, dapat you make sure na healthy pa siya kainin yung whole poultry. We have dressed poultry, or actually slaughtered poultry with the head, feet, blood, feathers, and internal organs removed. Good quality dressed poultry should be free from slime, of odors, and discoloration. Next, we have brown poultry. These are dressed poultry that have been chilled or frozen, so they are usually available in groceries. Next, we have ready to cook. Ito na yung mga slice na poultry, divided na into parts. Poultry parts such as wings, breast, thighs, or drumsticks, which have been separately packed in a single container and frozen or chilled. Methods of cooking poultry. So, pwede siya i-roast, broil, pwede fry, braise, or stew poultry. The method you choose will depend mainly on your taste preference. For example, roasting. Okay, place on the roast bird breast side up in a shallow pan. Season the cavity with salt and pepper. Yan. We have broiling. Place pieces on a broil pan and broil slightly with mild margarine. So broil 4 to 5 inches from the heat sources until done. Next is grilling. Yan, gamit siya ng charcoal. Grill siya. Ito, ang ginagamit niya is microwave oven. So, shorten grilling time by partially cooking the poultry in microwave oven immediately before placing it on the grill. Okay, frying. Example, to fry poultry, first roll the pieces in flour, egg, and breadcrumbs or dip them in a butter. Yan, pag frying, depende. Pwede siya i-deep fry, pwede din hindi. Kung deep fry, yun niya i-submerge sa oil, sa cooking oil. Oven frying. So, oven frying sometimes called baking. You can oven fry chicken pieces by coating them with a seasoned flour. Okay. Stowing. Yan, sinabaw na manok. Yan, the stove poultry, put the bird in a big kettle and cover it completely with water. Okay, you can add carrots, celery, and seasonings for flavor. Cover the kettle tightly and simmer over low heat until the bird is tender. Okay, microwaving. So you can use a microwave oven to defrost or partially cook poultry that you are preparing by another method. So you can also fully cook chicken and turkey in a microwave oven for chicken that comes out tender and juicy. So we have here cookery terms. I'm sure you are familiar with this. When it says sauce, it is a liquid or semi-liquid mixture that is added to a food as it cooks or that is served with it. Sauces provide flavor, moisture, and contrast in texture and color. Next is marinade. It's an herb-rich acidic sauce that is used to tenderize and add flavor to food. Next is marinade. Soak the food in an acidic sauce, adding flavor and tenderizing protein foods. Next is rock. It's a mixture of flavor and fat cooked together and used to thicken sauces. Next is borimani. Is made by mixing equal parts of softened butter and flour. It is used to thicken sauces, soups, and stews. Liaison, a mixture of egg yolks and heavy cream that is used to enrich a soup or sauce at the end of the cooking process. Okay, so let's go to meat. We see meat refers to the edible flesh of animals. It is animal flesh that is eaten as food. So we have different market forms of meat. We have fresh meat, chilled meat, cured meat, frozen meat, canned meat, and dried meat. So meats from different animals. Okay, first one we have pork, meat from domesticated pigs. Typically high in fat, commonly slaughtered 1 year or less of age to ensure tender cuts. Beef from a cattle over 1 year old. Number 3, lamb, meats from domesticated sheep. Cara beef, meat from carabao. Chevon, meat from a deer or goat. Veal, flesh from a young calf 4 to 5 months old. Okay, of course we have here the two methods of cooking, the dry heat cooking, the roasting, broiling, or sauteing, and the moist heat cooking like braising, steaming, or poaching. Yan na, roasting, grilling, sauteing, braising, steaming, and poaching. Share mo example. Okay, so what are the effects of cooking in meats? First one, we have changes in pigment. Okay, myoglobin from bright red color to grayish brown. So, yung laman niya, yung myoglobin, yung nasa meat talaga, yung pigment ng meat, mag-change siya. Okay, example, di ba, pag ano siya, pag raw meat pa siya, ano pa siya, red pa siya yung kulay niya. Pag maluto na siya, medyo mag-grayish na siya, grayish brown. Okay, changes in meat protein. Okay, decrease in length of fiber causing shrinkage. Excessive heating makes the meat tougher, stringy, and rubbery. Okay, effects of cooking meats. Fat melts, causing shrinkage. Lose in moisture. Heat converts collagen into gelatin, and this requires more heat. Okay, long cooking develops better flavor. Okay, to be safe, a product must be cooked to an internal temperature high enough to destroy harmful bacteria. Using a meat thermometer is a reliable way to ensure that food has reached the proper temperature. So, kailangan nating magamit ng meat thermometer. It's a valuable culinary tool with so many uses. It can also be used for fish, seafood, deep frying, measuring the temperature of oil and liquids, and more. Okay, so raw meat and products containing raw meat can give you food poisoning. So, ito, dapat aware tayo about food poisoning. Especially if the meat is undercooked or not handled properly. This is because bacteria like Campylobacter, Salmonella, and Yearsia can live sa meat. Okay, what is Campylobacter? It is a bacteria that can cause poisoning through cross-contamination from raw chicken, seafood, and other meat. So, yun nga, kailangan yung mga food natin should be cooked properly para mamatay yung bacteria. Para hindi tayo magka-food poisoning. So, yun, first is Campylobacter na makukuha natin siya sa cross-contamination from raw chicken, seafood, and other meat. Next is Salmonella. So, these are known in eggs. Yan siya, yung mga cracked eggs. Hindi na dapat niluluto natin. Pag galing sa market na yung mga eggs, hindi natin napapansin na meron na pala siyang crack. So, hindi na natin siya dapat lutuin. It's because baka may salmonella bacteria na nasa loob nito. Salmonella also found in beef, pork, fruits, vegetables, and even processed food. And the last one is Yearsia. Can be found in wild and domestic animals, especially pigs. And it can also be found in bird, sheep, and cattle. So that's all for my report about cookery. I hope you learned something from my report. Thank you and God bless.